Last night, MSG turned into a war zone. With their backs against the wall, the Knicks fought for every possession, desperate to prolong their season. Tyrese, on the other side, was coming off of a historic performance, but ran into a dead-end street in this one. So let's get into it. Right from the tip, Brunson was eager to deliver the first punch.
With an early two from Brunson.
Can anyone stop the other team?
Nesmith on Brunson.
2 possessions, 2 Brunson field goals.
Done a great job turning this franchise around.
Brunson into Nesmith. And Jalen Brunson has hit 3 shots to start the game.
When they blitzed him on the pick, he served Robinson for the rim rocker.
Brunson got the screen. He'll throw it up high for Robinson.
Oh, man.
Brunson's doing it all to start this one.
Jalen was orchestrating the offense to perfection in the first quarter, leading his team to an early double-digit lead.
I like how Towns got up on that pick and roll.
Whoa! He has been a first-quarter machine tonight.
On the other end, New York unleashed a defensive strategy that totally flipped the script from the previous game.
They need to get Nesmith's body off of him.
It's Nembhard. Inside, Turner had some space, shoved by Robinson, turnover by Indiana.
And being aggressive, looking for a shot.
Pacers shot 51% in their 9-point win. There's a turnover, another one.
The Knicks set the tone by targeting Indiana's engine. Mikal Bridges, as the primary defender, hounded Haliburton relentlessly, denying him the ball and cutting off his usual playmaking lanes. Even when Hali managed to touch the rock, nothing came easy for him.
Indiana 4-10. Nembhard. Newly instated Obi Toppin with that big 3 at the close of game 4. Shot clock at 3. On the move, slithering his way, Haliburton.
This seemed to disrupt their familiar up-tempo style and threw them out of rhythm. However, thanks to their bench guys, McConnell and Mathurin, the Pacers were able to cut the deficit to just 4 points at the end of the period.
By Big Brian keeping him out of the paint.
Shepard put on the brakes. McConnell is open from 3.
There's those dare shots again for McConnell.
Indiana 6-17 to start the game. Mathurin sets, fires, count it, it's a triple.
In the second, the Big Cat took over the scoring load from Brunson to keep the pressure high.
Brunson's on the bench, Hart stays in the game. Towns gets it to drop.
And that's with a double team coming, coach. But it's been this unit that has hurt the Pacers. And one potential right here for Karl and Anthony Towns.
Outside, right, 3. Rebound, Towns!
That's the first offensive rebound and putback for the Knicks here.
Towns wasn't settling for long-range shots or anything like that. He feasted inside all night long. 9 of his 10 field goals came from the restricted area. And the Knicks as a whole outscored the Pacers 60-34 in points in the paint. Cat had a lot of help from the bench in this quarter as well.
Just extended his arm and pushed him. Josh Hart.
And picked up by Wright. Out to Shamet by as many as 14. Hart rams his way inside.
Meanwhile, Indiana's struggles continued as they shot just 35% from the field in the first half.
Siakam on top, McConnell in the corner, 3, Siakam no.
After they torched New York for 43 points in the first quarter of Game 4, the Pacers ran out of options and counted only to 45 in the first half of Game 5. And Tyrese was still waiting for his first bucket of the game, scoring only 4 points from the free throw line. On the contrary, Brunson didn't wait a second to explode again in the third quarter.
He'll take it up. 16.
Made shot. Indiana needs to get the tempo up.
Brunson cruises his way for 2 and a foul.
Well, the problem with that drive right there by Brunson is Nesmith. He gives up on the play, and Brunson continues the straight line drive. Back-to-back buckets here.
Brunson, 3. This is the biggest lead for the New York Knicks in Game 5.
With 7 consecutive points to put the Knicks up by 16, Jalen causes mayhem in MSG. And on the other side, Robinson decides to put a lid on the basket because
Haliburton fakes, drives, swatted away by Robinson.
Haliburton thinks he has a wide open layup, and on the backside, Mitchell Robinson says, "Excuse me," all game long. We didn't see a lot of this in Game 4. They are up and at 'em, engaged here.
Shot clock is at 4. Oh, he's in a torture chamber. The ball knocked away and out of bounds. A New York defensive stand, and Indiana turns it over.
Mitchell with a monster block on Haliburton, and then the smothering defense on Turner to force the turnover for the utmost pleasure of the crowd. They maintained a double-digit lead, which suddenly ballooned near the end of the period when
this will be overtopping.
That's a tough shot there by Bridges.
Under 3 to play in the third. Brunson with a 3. Got it!
And the foul. And the foul.
29 for Jalen Brunson. 8-0 run New York. The twirling McConnell. Siakam with a fake and a dive. And picked up by Hart.
He's now 0 for 4 when he's had to turn to his left shoulder.
Bridges. Achua.
Everything rolling now. Tyrese Haliburton only 5 field goal attempts. That tells me everything.
McBride over Mathurin.
Deuce swishes the middy to cap off an amazing 12-0 run by New York for the largest 22-point lead of the game. Let's go! And I almost fell from my seat when I heard Reggie say this on the Siakam foul review.
Oh, come on now. I've been kissed harder than that.
Wow, you have, huh?
Wow.
That was hilarious. Anyway, Ben Mathurin was the only Pacer bringing the right intensity in this game, so he narrowed the gap to 17 heading into the final stage.
Mathurin getting that screen. McBride will stick with him. And a 2-point shot.
However, right at the start of the fourth, Shamet and Anunoby with back-to-back bombs from downtown pushed the lead back to 20 points.
Shamet.
How good has Shamet been off the bench here?
Early stage of the fourth quarter, and it's McBride. Anunoby, 3, catch!
An all-around great effort for every Knicks player who stepped on the floor, as they were in the driving seat and kept the Pacers at a safe distance. Tyrese, who was exceptional just 2 days ago, was nowhere to be found, finishing the game with 8 points and 6 assists on 2 of 7 shooting. Matter of fact, Indiana starters were all abysmal, combining for 35 points total. They had 20 turnovers, their most this season, while recording just 20 assists, their playoff low. That's the game right there. So Cat delivered the final blow as he did it all night, bullying guys in the paint.
Rebound. Mathurin had it, saved it, loose, vacuumed in Hart.
All the 50-50 balls here in Game 5.
That's been a difference, you're right. Towns! Skies!
And that's the problem. You don't come up with that possession, and it's the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, what a night. Feels the contact. He's been doing it
And Rick
with aggressive.
Carlisle going to his bench right now.
This was Karl's 9th game with a double-double of 20 and 10 in these playoffs, the most of all players. And our captain became the first player in franchise history with 10 games of 30-plus points in a single postseason. Meanwhile, the Pacers were held to 94 points, marking the first time under 100 in these playoffs. And the postgame was full of iconic moments, probably more interesting than the game itself.
This far, right? Tonight wasn't. Who's molesting your shoulder?
J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith.
Hey, tell JR Van Pelt said leave you alone, all right?
And Chuck had enough of Cat's stupid fouls throughout the series.
I gotta say something now. I gotta criticize you. Yeah, man, why do you be getting them dumb fouls?
I was going to ask the same question.
Why do you do that?
God only knows.
You gotta stop doing that.
I gotta do a much better job.
Yes.
They had Spike Lee on there too, so Chuck had something to say to him as well.
I would give up Academy Award, Oscar, for the Knicks to win a championship. I got 2 already, but I will give up.
You're gonna keep them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I should have used my.
You don't have to say anything.
Use your internal voice.
Inner voice.
With the Knicks win, it means we get at least another show with the guys, but SHAQ made sure to announce that they're not going anywhere.
And whatever network we're coming to, we bring in the pain. Just letting you know right now. Okay, I know everybody's sad that, oh, it ain't gonna be the show. The show is still here, baby. You can never kill the 4 horsemen. We coming, and we coming to take spots, we coming to kick ass, and we coming to take names.
Take names?
And we doing it our way.
Hey, I love it.
Okay?
Let's go play, Shaq. I'm ready to go
you
right
got
now.
it. So, you know,
I'm ready, baby.
So, you know, all the sadness about that show, we coming with a whole brand new show, and we don't care who in our way. We coming to kick ass and take names.
Oh, I can play with. That's why I want to play with him. Can I be Ric Flair?
Yes.
Okay, we good.
Yes. We coming.
And the last thing.
The name changes, but the boys are here. We them boys. Don't ever forget it.
We them boys.
We them boys. We making noise. fast. We coming.
And at the post-game press conference, listen to this clown of a reporter.
How is that possible?
What do you mean?
How is it possible to not fight hard enough?
What are you talking about? They played harder than us. It's okay. We played hard, but they played harder. What's your point? I don't get it.
My point is you're saying you guys got outfought. I'm saying
That happens in the game, though. That's basketball. You're good? You're good, bro? You're looking for something, I know, but damn. No, but I'm telling you, though. I told you. What else you want me to tell you?
what you do now. That's all I'm asking.
Well, what about you tell me? So go ahead. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's your name, bro? Oh. You guys have a good night? You have a good night too, bro.
What is this? Who let this guy in the media room? He sounds like an angered fan who just lost a parlay and not like a sports reporter. I like how Siakam handled the situation. On the contrary, Anthony Edwards had no answers whatsoever to the defensive schemes that OKC had in store for him. I broke down how they made him rethink his life decisions right here in this video. Check it out if you haven't and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.